Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Okay, so we are at the entrance to the catacombs. We've got some pretty fun stuff ahead of us. We're going to get to sneak in and save everyone from their execution, so let's do it. Alright, so here we are in the sewers, and it definitely looks like it. We've got this really nasty looking green water. Trust me, things are going to get much grosser. So for now, let's just continue along the path. Now, of course, this sort of serves as another dungeon. I mean, it's really not that complex or anything. But we do, of course, have random battles and a whole slew of new enemies that we can be seeing here. We'll get a look at some of them here. And of course, Drachma's with us, so that's definitely very nice. Now these guys, actually, these little drow logs there, whatever they, it's like however you say that, these guys are actually pretty rare. You don't really see too many of them. I don't think they give you really anything special. These guys are Psyrats. Kind of interesting names, but all of these are pretty much simple. We should be able to take them all down with one hit, so it's not that big of a deal. Aka's Alpha Storm is definitely very helpful here. We can take out huge groups of enemies at once. And Drachma can pretty much just attack whatever. See, now the problem is they've all moved around, so I'm not sure how effective that Alpha Storm is going to be. But yeah, you can see these guys all go down with one hit, so it's not too bad. And, well, she ended up getting two, so I guess that works. And that one ran away. Now let's see if Vice can finish this off. And what do you know? There you go. So, one turn we took out like 4 enemies and one of them ran away. So the battles, for the most part, are pretty easy around here. There is one exception, an enemy that's a little bit tougher, but probably we'll see that soon, I'm sure. Okay, so let's continue on. I like the antique lighting up here. Very Castlevania style, if you ask me. But alright, so we head down the ladder. And as we do so, you can see the path ahead. Yeah, we're going to have to walk through the green water. Hope you brought thick boots, man. Oh man, that looks gross. So, nothing back there. There's mounds of stuff. I'm not really even going to hazard a guess at what that's going to be. So, let's just forget about it and continue on. Alright, now let's see what we've got. Yeah, there's, wow, I'm seeing a lot of those guys just after I said they were rare, too. This is a Mind Stealer, which is a very interesting enemy. It's basically just like a guy with a giant bug on his back. It's kind of creepy when you think about it, but these guys, they are slow, but they've got a little bit more health than the rest of the stuff around here, and they can also poison you with their regular attacks, so just a little bit of something to watch out for. They're still really not too bad. Now, one thing that is interesting, actually, about those guys is they have a chance, a very small chance, mind you, to drop a new weapon for Drachma, which is called the Mace Hand, and it has basically very, very high attack power, but at the cost of accuracy. You'll miss most of the time with regular attacks. Now, you may have to sit in here. There's Aka getting poisoned. You may have to sit here if you want to get that and fight for a long time. I do actually have another save file further down the road where I did manage to get it. It took me like an hour and a half, but I managed to get it. So yeah, you can see one shot, even for Drachma, isn't quite enough to take it down. It's actually going to take all 3 of us. But, I mean, we've got quite a lot of health and quite a lot of defense, so really none of these guys should prove too much trouble. You know, even, I mean, the Mind Stealers are definitely the hardest enemies down here, and they're, you know, pretty simple even. Alright, so let's get out of here. Now, it's like, what would it be my luck that I actually end up getting the Mace Hand, like, you know, during this recording? I mean, because it took me an hour and a half off-screen earlier today to try to grab that, so it'd be really funny if I ended up actually getting it here. Alright, so let's keep on trudging through the green sludge, and thankfully it kind of goes away here, which is nice. Alright, now this time we got surprised by another group of new enemies. Now these guys are also very weak. You can see their attack only did like 57 to Vice, and he took it down with 1 counterattack, so most of the enemies, like, I'm pretty sure actually just about everything aside from the Mind Stealer, you should be able to take down with 1 hit. And I'm pretty much just leaving us all on green in order for us to try to learn some more of those spells. There's another one down. So, Yep, that's pretty much what's going on. Now, the rest of these guys we probably can get, assuming they don't really move too much, we can get that with the Alpha Storm. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now all that's left is maybe 1 or 2 more whacks on the Mind Stealer. Okay, just 1. And down he goes.
That was easy.
Yeah, it was, actually. So we're gaining a couple levels here, which is pretty nice. It might not be a bad idea maybe to try to gain a few more before we kind of hit the end of this section, because there's going to be a couple boss battles at the end that are actually a little bit tough. The second one, of course, being a little more tougher than the first. But for now, let's just deal with the path at hand. We got a little fork to the left here we want to take. Ooh, alright, so now we have I think this is actually the final enemy type here. This is a Krill Hound. Now these guys are fast, but again, very weak. They should go down in one shot, and they don't really do a lot of damage. What they will do, however, is actually cast Quicka, which is a blue magic spell that I don't think we've seen anything of yet. Let's probably just do it on the Mind Stealer. And basically what that'll do is just increase everyone's quick, as you would imagine. It's quick, speed, agility, I don't remember exactly which one it is. But basically it'll usually make them attack before your party will, which can get a little bit annoying, but since most of the enemies around here are relatively weak, it really doesn't matter that much. It's kind of just more an annoyance thing. Yeah, good dodge there. Now it's just auto-attack, basically. Nope. Come on, dude. Yeah, kind of get a good look at that enemy there. It is really creepy. It's actually really well done. I like it. All right, so okay, the item thing came up, and it's like if I got a mace hit, I'm gonna lose it. But no, Pyre box there. It's a good. I think those are the ones that have like 7 or 8 charges and let you use the Pyre spell. So I don't know if you're into magic. I guess you can do that. Now here's another Pyre box, and the chest over here contains Curia crystals, as he looks off to the side of the camera. That's a weird angle. So yeah, those are probably good to get. Now let's make our way back, and this time continue along the path in front of us. Okay, so now left turn, and this will continue along the path. Now if you look at the map, you can see we've kind of entered a new area. You know, speaking of all the random battles here, you really shouldn't underestimate that Marco kid for living down here. I mean, with all these things around, these things are a little bit fierce, so, you know, he's got to survive in here. It kind of makes you respect him a little bit more, I guess, even if he is kind of a brat. Now, in here we get an Assassin Blade, which is, of course, going to be a new weapon for Vice, and we also get some heavy armor, so this is definitely a good place to stop by and grab some chests. Now, if we want to equip this, the Assassin Blade, if you read the description, also says it has a chance to poison its target, which really doesn't kick in that much, and I don't really know how useful that is, but either way, it's an increase in attack power, so we definitely want to put that on. Now, the heavy armor we're also probably going to put on Vice. You can see kind of if you look under the stats up there at the top right, you can see that both Vice and Dracuma's portraits are highlighted, whereas Aka's is kind of grayed out. I don't think I really mentioned this before, but that basically is just signifying who can equip it, so we'll go ahead and put that on him. Dracuma's already got Valuan armor, so the one we were wearing is just going to sit around. Alright, so... Whoop. Now, keep in mind, if you're actually caring about your swashbuckler rating as you're playing through this, running away from battles will actually hurt your rating. So, just keep that in mind, basically, to determine whether you want to save time or actually keep your rating up. Now, for whatever reason, whenever I was doing the... oh yeah, this is a cool area, by the way. I really like this. I always kind of like to look down and see all the storms underneath. It's kind of neat, actually. It's really well done. But yeah, like I was saying, when I was getting the mace hand off screen before, I actually gained a rank in Swashbuckler, I think, while I was doing it. So apparently, I don't know, maybe like each time you do a battle, it raises it a little bit too. I don't know. Alright, so we've just about reached the end here. This is actually the spot where I just ran around in circles. And let's see if this is still here. Yeah, there's a little thing right there where if you look closely, you can almost sort of make out like a little face. I'll try to highlight it if I can, but I don't know. It's just one of the things I know. It's like, that's how long I sat here and did this. I actually noticed the pattern in the rocks. Alright, so forward we go. Now, I believe at the save point we'll actually get a chance. Okay, no, we can just load. Let's see, if we scroll down, you can see I actually have the save right here, inside the catacombs. This is the one that has it. You can also tell we've gained a few levels. Now, I don't think there's a way to actually load, like, from within... Actually, you know, there might be if we check on the options, perhaps. No? Okay, so yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. So what I'm going to do, this is actually where I have the save at that has the mace hand, and of course we're a little bit stronger, so that helps too. What I'm going to do is just reset here, and we'll do a little loading, and I'll meet you right back here. Alright, so we are back right where we left off. You can see, yep, there's that hallway. Now, if we check our stats a bit, you can see Vice is 13, Ache is 13, Drachma's 15. That was kind of just an unintended side effect. I didn't really mean to, you know, like grind a whole bunch of levels. We've also got quite a lot of money down there you can check out, which is really nice. Now, if we check Drachma's equipment, we can go here, and you can see we have the hook hand, but we also have this mace hand that I talked about before. Heavy spiked steel ball with awesome destructive power, but low accuracy. And if you look, you can see it raises attack by 125, as opposed to 51 from the hook hand. So it raises his attack from 160 to 234. And I know it says it only brings the hit down 10, but I'm fairly certain it's just kind of a... I don't know, like an attribute on the weapon that you missed most of the time. That's not really, you know, reflective of how often you're going to hit. So, actually, no, it'll bring his hit down to 10 is what it is, not bring it down by 10. Oh, okay, well, I guess maybe that is a little, a little bit more, but... Alright, so yeah, well, basically the reason we get that, it seems like it might be, I don't know, a little bit useless considering we just kind of, you know, miss most of the time when we attack. Basically, what that's there for is in order to aid Drachma in his special attacks. Since those always hit and don't rely on your accuracy at all, you can pretty much just switch to it, which you can very easily within the battle menu. So, and then use the, you know, the skill on that and get a lot of boost in attack power. Now you can see this guy here. He's a little bit funny looking. Looks like he's guarding this ladder that leads up. So yes, let's walk in, and this is going to be our boss battle in the catacombs. So this guy here is really not too tough, especially since we've powered up and we've got the mace hand for Drachma. This really shouldn't be too much of trouble at all. This is Blagok. He's green, which means we need to switch over to red, or yellow, which we don't have at this point. So pretty much we're just going to attack, and with Aka we're going to actually use Inkrum. We should have enough MP to do it, and we're going to do it on Drachma, since he's going to be definitely our main attacker. And we're going to keep the hook hand on him while we're doing our regular attacks, so let's do that. And good, it looks like she used Inkrum first thing, so that's actually going to help out a little bit. Just on this attack, at least. Alright, so that red arrow is good. So yeah, you can see he's actually got quite a lot of health. It's remarkable how well this guy survives. He's also really gross. He has a lot of very not good attacks. This one is actually not too bad. This is just Frost Breath. I think this actually mirrors a purple spell, but I'm not really sure if it does or which one it is. Probably one of the later ones if it does. Alright, now we've got 6. We basically, I think we need 10 for tackle, so... I usually guard with Aka. It probably doesn't matter since we're so leveled up at this point, but we're going to do it anyway. I mean, she doesn't really have that much attack power. Alright, oh yeah, this one's gross. Oh man, and Vice is going to get like right in the middle of it. Oh man. Hate to be him. So yeah, that's an all-hitting attack, which of course has a chance to poison. Thankfully, Aka was the only one that got affected by it. Poison can kind of eat you up in this game a little bit. You probably want to make sure to remove it, which we're definitely going to do. That's basically why I bought a bunch of Curia crystals. Now we have 11 SP, which is enough to use Drachma's tackle. So before we do, we switch over to our equipment here, select the mace hand, put it on red. And there you go. You can see it doesn't take a turret or anything to do it, so you definitely want to make sure to take advantage of that if you can. I mean, if you don't want to sit around and wait to try to get the thing, I don't blame you. But here we go with Drachma's tackle. I think this is also the first time we've seen it, so that should be cool.
Let's try this.
Now, Curia, I don't think we've actually seen the animation for using this either. Curia is actually a silver line of spell, much like Sakri is green. You can see once you use it, the poison will dissolve away. I've always liked the animation they use for that. Awesome animation, awesome damage. 1529 is just insane. I mean, those are much larger numbers than you should be seeing right now. And you can see it's just a little bit under halfway. We probably should be able to just regular attack, and the counter attacks are really good with it too, by the way, because those always hit. We could probably just do regular attacks, actually do Alpha Storm since it is red colored. Let's go ahead and switch back to the hook hand. And nope. No, not Delta Shield. Okay, getting a little confused on the thing. Okay, there we go, and attack. We can probably just finish this thing off with regular attacks, and Alpha Storm might do a little bit more. Oh, well, 194, that was actually kind of pathetic. Oh, he missed. Come on, man. How do you miss that thing? I mean, really? So here's Frost Breath again. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep Aga guarding. I mean, she can't really do much good anyway. We can do Cutlass Fury, though. That'll help out a bit. Yeah, probably after this Cutlass Fury, he'll be gone. 27. And yep, looks like that did it. Alright, so that is Blagok. Even really without all the stuff that I have, or the levels that I have, he's still really not that bad. Now, we got a Vital Seed as an item, which we'll get to in a little bit. But I mean, overall, he's pretty easy. He just has quite a lot of health, so he might have to last for a little bit. Wow, we've got 9999 gold. That's kind of cool. Alright, so yeah, the Vital Seed we picked up is the Seed of a Vital Tree, which blooms under a full green moon. It increases your max HP by 30. We're actually going to save this for a while. There's somebody else I'd rather use it on that we actually don't have in the party yet, so we're just going to hold on to it for the time being. Alright, so now that we have cleared the way forward, this ladder right here is actually going to lead us up into the Colosseum, but obviously we're going to save that for next time. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.